Episode 3805, Love Requires Intention.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready for some football? I just had to say it. Why? Because yes, college ball is here. We got the U.S. Open. And you know what? We also have love. Oh yeah, love requires intention. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, inspiring connection and community. You know, it's very interesting. I think about sports a lot. I love sports. I love watching it live. I'm not one who likes to have all these crazy streaming apps. Why? Because I can't sit there and flip between all the stations. Previous doesn't work. It takes too long. So I subscribe to, I'll just leave them out. They'll remain unnamed, but I'll let you think about it. It's satellite. It's wonderful. I love it. We've had them for years and years and years. But I think about what we have in our relationships, and I'm like, why aren't we doing some stuff and getting excited about love? Are you ready for some love? Right? I mean, we need to be singing something like that because you know what? The headline buzz this week, what was it? The engagement of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Whoop, whoop. Light it up. Congratulations, Travis and Taylor. So excited for you. And I really do hope and pray that it's true love for both of them. I hope they have their fairy tale of fairy tales, but here on earth. You know, they're two high-profile lives, right? Weaving their love story amid the noise, judgment, and relentless spotlight. And it makes you wonder, do you have a love so deep, so intentional, that it stands strong no matter the chatter or rumors swirling around, no matter what the world says? Love requires intention. You know, unconditional love doesn't look the same for every couple. It doesn't, right? You look at Travis and Taylor and you're thinking, oh my goodness, they just have all the money in the world. They both have these contracts forever. And you know what? They can just buy each other basically anything they want. Have you seen the rock on Taylor's finger? You know what? It doesn't matter because what matters is what's in the heart. And unfortunately, if we're looking at what's always tangible, materialistic type of things, we're missing the main thing with love. And that's the unconditional love factor. And when you think about what couples share and how they share love, some show it in quiet daily acts. Others show it in grand gestures. Did you see their picture of where they were engaged? It was gorgeous. Those flowers, I'm like, it kind of looks like my backyard. Not exactly, but my backyard is gorgeous. But all my flowers were not in bloom at the time when they got engaged, so it wouldn't have looked like that, even if I wanted it to look like that. But what matters most with each couple is cultivating a love that's more alive today than it was yesterday. And I am not one who knows Taylor and Travis. I've followed some of their stories, some of it because my kiddos like Taylor Swift. I like some of her music. Don't send me any hate mails. I can choose who I listen to, but I do enjoy some of her songs. And some people would say, but she dates and then she writes about her, you know, her breakups and all of this. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. It doesn't matter to me. It's song. It's her expression, right? We all have our own expressions. If you're an author, your expression is writing. I look at Travis Kelce. What does he do? He's great on the football field and he leaves everything out on the football field. Do you know his backstory? Have you heard it? It's pretty incredible, honestly. But see, what normally happens is we sit back and we're like, gosh, I wish I had a life like that. If I was Taylor Swift, man, I could have anything I want. Maybe not. Because love doesn't come from money. Love comes from the heart. So what are you doing to deepen your love now, not someday? What are you doing to show your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, whatever it is, To say, you know what, I love you more now in this moment than I did 30 minutes ago. You see, intentionality is the backbone of any marriage that seeks to thrive beyond surface level affection. And that surface level affection is what we just see, like, oh, why aren't they so cute together? Oh, well, it's just they're only together because they've got money. Whatever kind of stuff you want to say. But without that love, that intentionality, life's demands, the work, the kids, the social obligations, the community, the volunteer work, the church, whatever, it crowds out the moments that truly matter. You don't just hope love happens. You make space for it to grow. So that means you got to schedule date nights. You got to carve out time even when it feels like the clock is against you. Maybe it's midnight and you're like, gosh, I haven't even seen my husband today. And like, well, he's already asleep. So what are you going to do? Maybe you don't do anything but go up and snuggle with him at night when you finally go to bed and let your head hit the pillow. Whatever that is. Because love left to chance gets buried under the day-to-day noise. And too much of our life is buried. Think about it. Our dreams get buried. Our love gets buried. Sometimes even our hope gets buried. But seeing that kind of love reflected in other couples like Travis and Taylor often triggers jealousy too. Because you're like, gosh, if I only, I know you think it, be honest. But that jealousy, where does it really get you? Get you nowhere. And maybe it's not just jealousy. Maybe it's also envy or insecurity. Maybe it's like, gosh, if I only had this, this is what my life would look like. Yeah, if I was worth millions and millions and millions, I wouldn't have to worry about anything. I could have any car I want. I could have a 10-carat ring or whatever size ring. I see all these different things out there. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that Travis picked out that ring for her and she loves it. That's what matters. I don't care if it's 25 carats. I don't care if it's 1 carat. What matters is that she loves it. It's something specific and unique to them. But unfortunately, we get all caught up in this craziness of, oh my gosh, I just have to be like this couple. And what do you leave behind? The heart of your spouse. Talking behind backs does nothing except plant weeds in your own garden. Have you ever gone to a friend and said, you will not believe what my husband did today? You don't believe? Oh my goodness, like seriously. And now, I don't know. I'm just done with him. And then the next thing you know, in a couple days, everything's fine. But then a couple days after that, you're like, you won't believe what he did this time. This kind of backstabbing, going back and forth with your girlfriends or people that you think you can kind of just joke with or be like, oh man, my man isn't the man that I thought I married. What does that do? It just plants weeds in your own garden. So instead of doing that, instead of tearing your own marriage apart because you're just blabbing to somebody else or you're just kind of babbling to your own self, or maybe you're jealous because of celebrities. Have you ever thought that maybe Taylor and Travis just want to be like you and your own spouse? They want to live a normal life. It just happens to be that their gifts are in the spotlight. Your gifts may not be in the spotlight like theirs, but it's still a gift that you have to share. It just shows up differently in the world. So instead of planting weeds in your own garden, channel that energy into building your marriage with intention and heart. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Build your marriage with intention and heart. You've got to say, this is what I'm looking for. This is what we need. It takes 1 to start and 2 to finish. And so if you're like, well, I'm going to wait for my spouse to jump on board. No, you don't. You start it. You figure it out. You start building your marriage up by making a choice every single day, by choosing to love deeper, by showing with your actions. And then eventually, hopefully, Your spouse will catch on and be like, wow, there's something different. I kind of like this difference. What is different? And then have a conversation. And wait, now your spouse is starting to do the same thing to you. What does that do for a marriage? It builds a bond that's unbreakable. So what does it look like in real life, right? You got to cut through all the fluff and you've got to see the nitty gritty, right? We got to get our hands and heart a little dirty, as I love to say. And we've got to learn how to love unconditionally while showing up deliberately and being intentional every day. Number 1, own your presence. Be all in when you're together. Unconditional love demands your full attention. Put down the phone. Wait. Let me say that again. Put down the phone. Exclamation point. Shut off your laptop. When you're with your spouse, be there. Listen. Look into